This is Wayne Bilal and Tessie, who's really active today, with another smart profit maximizing moment. Um, Today we're going to talk about what I would do differently. How's that? I got distracted by the dog. And she's a cute puppy. It's hard not to get distracted. What I would do differently if I were to start my business over. Excuse me, allergies. But first, before I do that, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Wayne Bilal. I'm the founder of my own CPA firm back in 1991. So that's a long time ago. So I'm talking about what I would do differently back in 1991. No nibbling. All right. So what would I do differently? But yeah, we'll get into that. We do three things. I'm the founder of my own CPA firm in El Paso, Texas. I specialize in working with small business owners. And we do three things. We help them make more money. And that's part of why we do these live videos, to help them. I'm the creator of the Smart Profit Maximizing System, which also includes the 21 steps to discovering a pile of cash hiding in your own business. We work on that. And tax planning. The last 3 years alone, we've saved our clients over $4.3 million. She's getting a little much. Let's put her down. Let's see what she chews on down there. Over $4.3 million in tax money that did not go to the IRS, but instead was used by the owners for whatever they wanted to do. And of course, the last thing we do is we're a small firm, but we do between 600 and 700 tax returns, mainly small business owners, all right? But I started off with, what would I do differently if I had to start over? I was asked that question, and I thought about it, and there's really kind of two different things I would do. There was two mistakes that I felt like I made. Like I said, I started the CPA firm back in 1991, so I've been doing this a long, long time. And truthfully, I thought, I was a good CPA, so I would be good at running a CPA firm. And I've studied small business owners. The vast majority of small business owners start their businesses between the ages of 35 and 45. There's just some younger. I met with a 25-year-old, and I met with a gentleman that started his business when he was 63. So it's like a bell curve. There's people on both sides, but the vast majority are in the middle. And think about it, it makes sense. They learned a craft, they got good at something, and they thought, I can do it better. Now, the problem is probably 95% of people who start businesses are what I call technician. I was good at doing something. I was a good CPA. I've been trained. I had good training to do tax returns, working with small businesses, financial statements, all the garbage that we do. All the stuff we do to help our business owners. But I didn't know how to run a CPA firm. And that is a vastly different thing. You can be a good dentist, but why do some, a lot of good dentists, why do some do so much better in business than others? You can be a great plumber, but some do much better than others. You can be a great construction person, but some do much better than others. Why? All right? And that's the question I got into looking at. And I made all the mistakes most people that start a business make, okay? My big mistake, number one, was not understanding that was my big mistake, number one, not understanding that being a good CPA did not make me good at running a CPA firm. And, I had to look at things totally different, which led to big mistake number two. We all do it. We're good at what we do. We open our business and we do what most of us do, what I call the Field of Dreams marketing method. It's an old baseball movie, build it and they will come is kind of the phrase through there. And you got a farmer who's building a baseball field and old baseball players come out. Well, it's kind of what we do in marketing a lot of times. We do a great thing. We do a good job for a few people and we wait and wait and wait some more. It happened to me. I picked up 6 clients in the first 2 weeks and thought, hey, this is easy. The 7th client didn't show up until 6 months later. So what I'm talking about, the Field of Dreams method, just doesn't work. I learned by reading a book by Bill Glazer, Glazer, author of The Outrageous Advertising That Outrageously Works, that I have a 2-thing business: getting clients and keeping them as long as I could. I was good at keeping a client, but I really had no clue how to get a customer, okay? For me, the key to success was understanding Dan Kennedy in what Dan Kennedy stresses in his No BS marketing books, which are worth getting. Both of those two I just mentioned are worth getting. Every business is in reality a marketing business, all right? This realization that I had to become a sales and marketing expert for my business changed how I approached my business. I no longer thought of my business as preparing tax returns, preparing financial statements, and providing profit consulting. I now understood I was in the business of marketing and selling those things. That was my business. That meant that no matter how much I hated selling, if I wanted my business to survive, I had to learn how to do it. So back to the original question, what would I do differently if I started over? Well, with the benefit of 2020 hindsight, I now know that if I open my business now in another city, almost give me 10 years younger so that I had the energy. I still do pretty well, but you don't have the energy you had when you were younger. If I could do that, I could get back to where I am now. I mean, it's 28 years. I could get back to that place in 5 to 7 years because I've learned how to market my business, okay? I'm going to assume from the start that you're good at what you do. I can't help you if you're a dentist and you're not good at being a dentist. I can't help you if you're a plumber and you're not good at being a plumber. And I can't help you if you're an electrician, but you don't really do a good job as an electrician. That's your core competency, not mine, okay? I can only help you if you're good at those things and actually don't have enough customers coming in, all right? So becoming an expert in marketing and selling really is kind of much harder because a lot of us just aren't there. That's not our forte. So how do you become an expert in marketing and selling? Well, I outlined 10 steps becoming a sales and marketing expert in a blog article I wrote before. Every business is a marketing business. I'm not sure where it is. If you search in my blog, you'll find that every business is a marketing business. Here's the 10 steps I wrote down. 1, first and foremost, change your mindset about sales and marketing. Understand that if you really believe your product or service will transform your customer's life, you have a duty to sell it. All right. I have to repeat that one to myself a lot. All right. I don't want to be the pushy salesperson, so I have to repeat that one. I'm not being pushy. I'm presenting an opportunity that they shouldn't avoid. Hey, you. Jesse said I'm spoke enough, so I'm going to have to wrap this up. Number 2, read at least one marketing book per month. I do, still. All right. I reread some of the ones that I read before. Take a variety of marketing courses. Hire a personal sales coach. I have hey, sorry. She wants attention. Hire a personal sales coach. I still have a marketing person. Matter of fact, I have 2. I have one that helps me with my overall marketing, Jim Palmer, and I use One Click Lindsay, look her up, for digital marketing, all right? Because I'm not trying to be an expert on how to implement the stuff, but I am trying to be an expert on how to market my personal firm and what I'm trying to do. Subscribe to sales, marketing, magazines, and blogs. I don't do magazines much now, it's blogs. Blogs and podcasts. I do a lot of podcast listening. Create a marketing plan, all right? Overall marketing strategy would be more accurate, and then create a 12-month implementation plan for the next 12 months. Choose a sales tool that reaches the prospects that fall within your budget. There's a lot of tools out there, but you don't do them until you have a marketing strategy and you have a 12-month marketing calendar. Our strategy is pretty simple. We focus on the things that help our clients make more money. It's really that simple, all right? Make a monthly appointment with yourself to review your marketing. Put it on your calendar, otherwise it won't happen. Set aside some time each week to sell. On Monday morning, I do this right now. I sit down and I decide who I'm going to call that week. And I don't mean just call, I mean actually try to set an appointment and make a sales call with them. With everything I've learned about managing and marketing a business, like I said, I'm darn sure that I could get this firm back to where it is now in 5 to 7 years rather than 28 years. And that's how much a difference it makes to learn how to run and market a good sales, your firm, rather than just being good at it. Hey, Tessie says I'm done. So until next time, this is Wayne Bilal saying let's make this our most profitable year ever. Thank you very much.